Hello, Interior Alaska. Joe Cook here to Sports Seat for you this Wednesday evening with sports. The Gold Panthers open their 5-game series against the Kenai Peninsula Oilers in a big way on Tuesday night. The Oilers visiting Groudon Memorial Park for the first time this summer in the first meeting between the two teams. They will get well acquainted, both teams with red jerseys, but Jeff Paschke broke the scoreless tie, giving the Oilers a 1-0 lead. The Oilers were ahead 2-1 into the bottom of the 5th inning, and that's when Alaska went off. Cody Nolf, big game from him, one of his 2 homers, this one out to left and over the fence to get the game tied at 2-all. That started a nice outburst for the Panthers. They scored 5 runs at the bottom of the 5th inning to take a 6-2 lead. Brandon Caruso had the eagle eye at the plate for the Panthers, going 4 for 5, 3 runs scored and 2 ribbies. Alaska liked matching numbers because they exploded again in the bottom of the 7th with 7 runs, highlighted by Nolf's grand slam. Alaska outscored Kenai 11-1 after the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings. The defense was there as well. Jace Puckett got the win, throwing 6 strikeouts in 6 innings with only 3 earned. The Panthers allowed only a single run in the 4 innings that Oilers did score. Alaska wins 14-5 and move into 2nd place in the AL. Nolf talks about what he saw in his first multi-home run game.
I got a pitch on the inner half both times, and I was looking for it, and I didn't miss it. I was just going up there looking to do my job and drive the ball, and got it done today.
They were in 2nd place, and it's good to get ahead of them. But the big thing that I found was I wasn't here for the beginning of the season, but I found that the guys are starting to relax, get into a groove, and it's nice to see everyone starting to find their own on this team and find their roles. And it's an awesome feeling to be a part of a team like this.
And now tonight we start a 5-part series that'll be on Wednesdays for a few weeks. We'll be getting some golf tips from a golf pro as you and I learn more about how to be better at this great game of leisure. Check it out. Well, Interior sports fans, I tried to be a Nana goalie. Now I'm going to try to be a golfer. So I reached out to James Contreras, a golf pro at the Fairbanks golf course. He has 40 years of experience and has been running golf clinics in Alaska for about 18 years. He's been at the Fairbanks golf course for the last couple of years. But before we take a swing, the first tip is to have the right equipment. What are we looking at when we're looking to our golf clubs? What do we need?
Golf clubs, well, it'd be great if you had a driver nowadays. You've got the big head drivers. They're a lot easier to hit, 460. Years ago, it was harder to hit these, but they're big now, so they're more fun. A hybrid's a nice club to hit. It's kind of a relatively new deal, too, the last 10 years. They're fairly easy to hit. You can have a fairway wood, but more importantly, if you want to get better, you need to have short games, so you need to use a sand wedge. A lot of people don't have that. Their set goes to a pitching wedge. And as far as everything else, maybe a 9-iron, a 7-iron, and a 5-iron would be good to start, and of course the putter.
Most definitely, putter. You're talking about that short game. So we're looking at maybe what, 5 to 6, 7 clubs? We'll probably need these
probably
essentials?
7 clubs is all you need. So you don't have to invest in a whole set. You can get a little set first. What
are some clubs that we'll need? You know, if I'm starting off maybe at a 365 hole, like maybe a par 3. What am I looking at as well?
Well, same thing. So on a long par 4, you'd hit a driver, and then probably maybe a 7-iron, and then maybe chip and putt. So that'd be good. A par 3, that hole, then you just need to use one of your clubs. A lot of people use maybe a 7-iron from 150 yards or something like that. So, until you get better, these clubs should go 10 yards apart if you're a better golfer. But a lot of times people say, well, my 5-iron goes the same as my hybrid and my 3-wood. So until you get the proper technique, a lot of clubs will go the same distance, it seems like. So, you don't really need to keep changing all the clubs if you're fairly new.
Most definitely. And I'll be fairly new. Last time I golfed, I was pretty young. I think about 10, 11 years old. Okay. And he did mention technique, and that's something we're going to be getting into our next episode of Golf Tips with James Contreras. So stay tuned, Interior Sports fans, next week for another golf tip.
Golf Tips.
And that's it for sports tonight. Thanks for rocking with me for a little while. Mike Schultz is next with your full weather forecast, and we'll catch you next time.